course, being defensive pens, we're going to want to test this group on how well they can do the job of acting as a defensive tool. So I think the best I could come up with is a towel tube. So let's see how these various pens are going to stand up to some abuse. First off, the Pico. I don't want to disregard this one, although it's little and small. I think that on your keys, with the key ring behind it here to hold on to, this could, be potentially quite useful. I would not want somebody to be doing this to my arm or any part of me. I don't want to say that this one is not a defensive tool. I mean, it's not my first choice, but definitely in the running. Next up, the Sharpie. Again, it's hard to break a Sharpie. So for the cost, you may want to go with that Right in the Rain because it's a little bit less effective here and have a Sharpie with it, but I think a Sharpie would be a very effective tool. The Alpha Innovations, I was a little concerned because of how thin it is, but I'm putting pressure here to try to bend it, and I can't do it. Well, I can barely do it. So actually, it's pretty strong. And again, I would not want anybody poking me with this thing. There's plenty of length, because it is so long, to have it anchored. Or, again, I don't think anybody would want to be poked around with this thing. The Surefire. It's effective, but you're jabbing somebody with the thing that you need your right with. So you're kind of screwing the pen up, I think, if you actually did use this ever. But you can see it's a little more aggressive, I guess, than these others, which are a little more blunt. I don't think anybody would want to do it this way, because then you would push the button into the palm of your hand. So I see that potentially could be a negative, actually. Let's go to the other push button type, the Right in the Rain. And I don't think anywhere it says that this is a tactical one, so it is a steel pen. But, like, for example, when I'm holding it this way, it's going in and out every time I push on it, so I'm not going to break this one. It's not going to win on the tactical pen arena. Next, we've got the Smith & Wesson. Two options: when it's open or when it's closed. When it's closed, like it is now, that's a great one. Very aggressive point there, strong, easy to hold on to. The clip isn't too large. This rounded end is great in the palm of your hand there. However you're going to use this, there's no way I'd want somebody poking me with this thing. And when it's open, it's a whole nother story. Like any pen, you could jab them with the pen, and it's never going to break. But this isn't attached in any way, so I'd be a little concerned that you're going to lose it if you tried to use it in the open configuration. The other one that you have to unscrew, the Schrade. Almost identical comments to that Smith & Wesson. The only real difference is a bit of length difference, I think. This one has a couple of flats, which on first examination don't seem to matter too much. So I'm going to say this one's going to come in just about the same as the Smith when it's open, or when it's closed. However, when it's open, it screws into place here. So I think it's probably got a little bit more going for it in the open position than the Smith & Wesson did. So next up will be the Uzi. Man, I would not want to get hit with this. Look at that. That would be horrible. And this end, I'm not sure, I have to read the instructions still, if it's designed to be unscrewed like that. The only issue there is now you've got this jabbing into your hand, so I think I'd want to do it this way full time. The clip is a little large, and no matter how I hold it, that clip is an issue. Last up is the Tom Anderson. Very similar, not quite as aggressive up here. But again, you wouldn't want to be jabbed with that thing too much. Because it's not so aggressive, when it's in your hand this way, it's a little less dangerous, I guess, but still not comfortable. And again, that clip is so large, I can't figure out a way to hold it where that clip isn't in your fingers somehow. So ranking them on their defense against paper towel rapist. I think I will arrange them with the Sharpie and stylus win in this one, only because they're so inexpensive and strong. Then I'm going to bring out the Smith and the Schrade. The Schrade probably wins, again because of its open advantage. The Surefire, the Uzi, the Tom Anderson, then the Surefire, and again it's only going to lose because of its price, costs too much, and then the Right in the Rain, which wasn't designed for any of this, and the Pico, which again isn't really a tactical pen. So that's my 2 cents on using these as a defensive tool. Thanks for watching.